Alright, so I'm getting ready to make the first video here. I will have a similar video but without any dialogue over top of it from where I attempted to record one of these previously but have since then lost track of time, and it's so far behind now it hardly matters, but it'll be posted for anyone who wants to watch it. Just in case. So I am going to be playing the arena mode of Plants vs. Zombies. Specifically, I am going to be going into the practice room so that I can try a few things, maybe give Bugs some suggestions on what she can try. So for these videos, I'm going to be predominantly focused on picking plants that she should be able to unlock, or most people will be able to unlock by playing the basic levels. I do not have any of the premium plants that require that I actually spend money on them. I have, however, unlocked all the ones that I can get using gems, and I have unlocked a couple of the ones from the tournaments, as well as I do have the spearmint. So we're going to go into the practice room here, and I've already played this one once or twice. Probably one of the more difficult ones that I've tried so far in terms of getting a high score. So I've got the gold bloom that I'm required to take, and everything with the kind of scissors that line up with the spearmint are increased. So the couple times I played it, I had the best luck with the bloomerang, so I'm going to stick that because it's a very basic plant, very straightforward. I am going to need something that produces sun in addition to the gold bloom. So I tend to like the primal sunflower, but I'm going to try the regular sunflower for this one. Other than that, I've got the Ice Age Gigantor, and I've got the annoying octopus guy that I'm going to have to watch out for. So I'm going to get some of the spikes weeds that we can put in front so that we can kind of handle the chickens. Other than that, I'm kind of at a loss for things to try because I did okay. I haven't lost any of the levels that I've tried so far, but it is kind of a bit of an issue. And it appears that I missed where the new tournament started up because it looks like they boosted all the plants now, which will be an interesting bonus, but isn't exactly required. And actually, since they're boosted, I am going to use the Sun Shroom and pick another explosive or something just in case, or maybe something that can shoot backwards. Why don't we try... let's try the Lightning Reed. All right, here we go. So I'm going to start out. I'm going to put my bloomerangs in because I went with basic defense. And I'm going to say, let's rock. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to throw down the Sun Bloom right away, get my bonus sun. I am then going to start doing my Sun Shrooms, which should immediately grow up and give me bonus sun, which is going to be nice. Start throwing down some Lightning Reeds and some Spike Weeds as soon as I can. And I'm just going to keep that up. Sun Shroom, Lightning Reeds, Spike Rock. And so we're going to put the Spike Rock weeds all the way to the side. That way they can have the most benefit in terms of hurting things right away, give us a lot more room. And from here, since the bloomerangs are boosted, I'm probably going to go ahead and start putting some more of those down in front. Because I don't know for a fact that the Lightning Reeds will work with the way that I want with the octopus people, zombies. So it's going to be kind of hard to say, but at the same time, this is all part of an experiment. So we're just going to kind of play as this whole thing by ear and go from there and see what we find out. Because I forgot to mention, we also have the annoying caveman zombies who are going to start punching our plants here soon as they can get up to them. So doing this with the boost, I at least have tons of sun, which is nice. I can use my spike weeds to pull enemies back away from my front line because they have the free boost on the for the plant food, which is amazing. And I'm not doing the best I've ever done, but I'm not doing completely awful either. So we're going to have to see kind of how this goes still. I just love the spadow, or spadoop, I guess I think it says, well, since we're using the primals. And looks like they're still plowing through my people, so try and get some use of my plant food that I haven't used yet. And man, I hate those things. I really need to find a way to handle those a bit better. Let's see. Overall, we're not doing too bad. I'm up to 400,000. The best I've done in any of the non-boosted ones has been about 500,000. So, I mean, I'm not doing as good as I can be, but I'm not doing as bad as I've been known to do. But that's also using the spearmint, which really gives a nice bonus right up the gate. You can start out using it at the very beginning with no weight, and it gives you spike rocks all the way down your right side at a boosted level to what you're at. But those are things that you have to play the arena to get, so that's perfectly fine. That's why I'm not going to be using them in this video, or at least not for this one. I might be doing it in probably the third one. So that's about 487,000. I've not, since I didn't realize that a new one started with the boost. That's actually one of the better ones I've ever done, which will have beaten anyone I've played so far in the non-boosted arenas. So I don't think that the Lightning Reed really worked out well for me for what I want. So we're going to go back into the practice room. I really liked the way the Sun Shrooms worked, so I'm going to leave those in. I'm going to leave I'm going to leave the bloomerangs in, I think. And actually, no, I'll go ahead and swap those out for the laser beans just to see, because the laser beans are also boosted. Now, I do have a couple levels up, so mine, if I remember correctly, because it's been a long time since I started playing this game originally, I got out of it for a while, kind of got back into it when Bug asked me about it. I do remember those started out costing 200, so you'll see mine cost 175. So just kind of make adjustments as needed. If you're having issues with it not working out the same way for you that it did for me. So let's see what might work here. So I really need to find a way to deal with the caveman zombies. I felt like the boost really made the octopus zombies easier, especially with the bloomerangs. So I may regret taking those out. However, I could do the kernel pulp and stun everybody. The hypno shroom's kind of fun as a boost, but I don't think that it will kind of do quite what I want it to. So what I might do is I might take something that does a kind of large area of effect damage ability, and so I might take the fat beat here, and I apparently can upgrade that, so I'm going to upgrade it. That was kind of a disappointing level where it only got some toughness. So let's go. So again, first things first, I'm going to put my laser beans down. Again, I'm not going to be able to get all the way down. I'm not going to waste my sun putting down the sun shrooms because I want the boost on them. So I want to get that first initial boost. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my other laser bean down, and I'm going to start doing exactly what I did before. Only this time, instead of the lightning reeds, I'm going to continue doing laser beans. Okay. My sun shroom, get some more laser beans in. Alright, and just for fun, I'm going to start throwing some more sun shrooms down since I get more than they cost me to make with the boost right off the bat, which is lovely. Just love that. Okay, and now, so what I plan to do with the fat beets, for anyone who's just not familiar with them, is when they do the plant food, they do a very wide area of effect, which will hit large portions of the board. So chances are they're not going to do a lot of good. They're already not kind of disappointing for what I was hoping that they would do. So that's sad. but at the same time, it's not the end of the world. Um, I can still do good with this one. Feel like I'm already losing it compared to where I was. Maybe throw down some Primal Minds. There we go. And I feel like the spike weeds are going to be one of the biggest things in this. It's just making sure that that you can use the spike weeds to bring everyone back. Spike rocks do more damage from what I remember, and they will take more hits from the Gigantors or anything that will break them. But at the same time, they also do cost twice as much, roughly. And again, I've got some levels on them, so it's not going to be as bad if you were to see me do it as opposed to some other things. I completely ignored the bottom half of my line here, and I'm kind of regretting that now as my lawnmower grows across. Was kind of too busy watching my Gigantors really kind of tear me up. And now talking about that, I've just not having the best game in terms of it's not pretty to watch, but this is the highest score I've gotten. So, I mean, take that for what it is, I guess. Really want to put a spike weed down, but I guess everything's broken. There we go. I feel like this might work better if I got rid of the fat beet and I replaced it with something else. So that actually got me over 1,000,000 points, which is by far my best for this tournament. So just for fun, I'm going to do basically the same thing. Oop, I went in the wrong place. One moment. Go back into my practice room, and this time I'm going to replace the fat beet with the spearmint because just for fun, and also so that Bug can see what it is exactly that it does. So get rid of that. Spearmint's pretty much towards the bottom, and there we go. Now I do already have that at level 2, and here we go. So first things first, Gold Bloom. And see, so right off the bat, I can use it. I get upgraded spike rocks, which is just going to really kind of help tear up anything that's trying to go across the board or come onto the board right away. So those will get destroyed pretty easily once all the Gigantors start kind of showing up. And I apologize if I'm calling those things by the wrong name. Like I said, it's been a long time since I played this game. I actually don't even remember what some of the plants are called if it hasn't shown. So we'll just kind of figure it out from there. But, you know, it's a free game. I'm not going to kill myself over terminology on it. And don't really know what else to say. I feel like I'm doing good. I mean, it's early. I could easily lose, and I probably will, but, and my spearmint's almost ready again. And it's a little weird once there starts doing some damage to, well, you got some tombstones down and things start doing some damage to it. It's kind of hard to predict exactly where they will end up. But at the same time, it's still 5 extra plants are free and everything in the family, which is the scissors. And I just remembered I don't think I've ever actually used the plant food on any of the other attempts I've tried at this. Don't know that it's necessary because everything automatically does it for free, but just for fun. Here I am thinking the game's almost over, and I've still got a whole minute left practically. So I've got 2,000 sun. I could have picked some way more expensive plants. Let's see. the little zombies are tearing up my laser beams. But I feel like I'm holding pretty well against it. And again, so playing this, I really cannot stress enough. I really do think that you're going to need a spike weed or a spike rock to really do well on this level. And it's almost over, and I didn't quite hit 1.6 million. That kind of makes me sad. That's so close. Anyway, so that should be pretty good. So just for fun, if you want to keep watching, we're going to actually play an actual arena match. All right, and playing my free play since you get one every 4 hours. I picked the funny looking zombie with the cone on his head. Bug hates that actually. And I feel like we did pretty well last time, so I'm going to go with the exact same thing, I think. If I change anything at all, I think I might switch out the potato mine for something different sometime. And why don't my plants look boosted anymore? So that's a bit strange, but just so you can kind of see how this would work without it, that's really going to put a damper on my plan. Yep, so they're not boosted at all, so that's really going to put a damper on my plan in terms of the actual game versus the practice arena. So I probably wouldn't have picked sun shrooms if I knew that they weren't going to be boosted, because they do take a while to get started. And you kind of need as much sun as possible as fast as possible. So I'm going to actually use a couple of things of plant food and keep putting down my laser beams. I am going to probably need a second row of sun shrooms just to be able to try and start getting enough sun to make a difference, because those annoying caveman zombies are already coming out. Yep, this is already not going as well for me. I am still beating the guy I'm playing. Like I said, this seemed like an extremely hard level compared to a lot of what I've played so far in the arena in the little bit that I've been playing this game again. And one of the things that's really annoying to me is the octopus guy. I didn't really notice that when I had the boost, and really missing having something that makes a lot more sun right away. Let's try and get some use out of something or other here with the potato mine. And I do believe that I am going to win, because it's going to be really hard for him to come back at this point. I know that there is a particular zombie. It's the zombie on the treadmill that's worth 250,000 or more points. But, I've still got twice as many points as he does. The game's almost over. Got about 25 seconds left now. Really could have gone better for me, but, I mean, hey, a win's a win, so we're going to take it. Only make sushi out of you. And this is for anyone who's not familiar with Plants vs. Zombies, is what I'm talking about, but I really hate the octopuses. Alright, and hey, I won, so that's all that really matters. So I'm going to try and get this video up tonight before it gets any later. I love you, Bug. Have a great day at school tomorrow.